Sonic the Hedgehog 2, sequel to the Sega video game 2020 adaptation, which was a huge hit. Wasn't very good, but was a huge hit. I think my verdict at the time was it's not terrible, but it's bearable. This opens with Jim Carrey's Dr. Robotnik on the mushroom planet, where he's trying to make coffee, which doesn't work very well. He has to get back to Earth. This he does with the assistance of Knuckles, voiced by Idris Elba, and together they go looking for Sonic. Here's a clip.
I don't know how you got back, but you made a big mistake coming here.
Oh, contraire, mon frère. The mistake was thinking you'd won.
I get it.
I don't think you do. But you're about to. And so will that idiot sheriff and his wife.
And your little dog, too!
So then what you get after that is basically more of the same what you had before, but with the addition of Knuckles and Tails, who has two tails and can fly with them as propeller blades. And the plot is essentially a kind of a video game search. So you've got a map, you've got a compass thing, you've got a maze thing, you've got an emerald, you've got some life bonding lessons along the way, and then there's a kind of comedy dance scene, which actually seems to have strayed in from another movie altogether. And then there's a sequence which is ripped off Raiders of the Lost Ark, in which one of the characters points out that this sequence is ripped off Raiders of the Lost Ark. So that's kind of, it's that nudge, wink, self-referentiality thing. Jim Carrey has got this moustache that I'd actually quite like to see in a movie with Kenneth Branagh's moustache from the Poirot films. Because actually I think that they could just about get away. I mean, do you remember years and years ago when you and I were at Radio 1, we went to see Ace Ventura, Pet Detective 2.
Terrible.
Yeah, and you hated it. Yeah, well, I think we both hated it. And Jim Carrey was doing this super gurning thing that he did. And then he kind of toned it right back, and he ended up doing a bunch of very interesting movies, like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, like Man on the Moon, like Truman Show. This is kind of back to the thing that Jim Carrey did, all that kind of stuff. And it is true that nobody does it quite like him, but there's a reason for that, which is that it's slightly grating, but it's way too long. It's not terrible. It's not as good as the original Sonic, which wasn't anything. I mean, when that original Sonic came out, you remember there was the whole thing that there was the fuss about they'd redesigned Sonic for the film so he didn't look like Sonic anymore, and then they changed it back, and actually it did work, as opposed to in Cats when they changed the design and it, nothing made any sense at all. But the original Sonic was better than Street Fighter and better than Super Mario Brothers, but it wasn't as good as Pokemon Detective Pikachu, or it wasn't as good as the Lego movie. Well, this is kind of not as good as the first Sonic movie, and it's way too long, but it's fine. It is what it is. It's better than Morbius.